Hi! Today we have a replay for you from matmicback and LinEQ versus xHighTech and we'll call him xDarkFight. The factions are a little bit interesting on this match, especially from xHighTech and xDarkFight. So I thought I'd show you this. It's pretty cool. We've got Fire and Shadow starting Fire and Shadow, and this map is usually everybody's just going to go along the edges here, wall up, and it's going to be a sort of 1v1 fight, and then one player is going to break away and hope to double team his partner while he sort of gets extra attacked on from the person on his side. And we see both lanes have a Fire versus Shadow, so this is always interesting. I mean, not always interesting, it's usually interesting. We see xHighTech does not take this well, but xDarkFight and LinEQ do. xHighTech goes back to take this wall, so everybody is even on walls, and we've got this encounter going on here, and this encounter going on here. It's going to be a little bit hard to keep this all on one screen, but I'll try. Got xHighTech's units are splitting up, trying for a nasty. There's an eruption. Looks like it was worth it. May not have been. xHighTech is surrounding matmicback. xDarkFight retreats his guys. LinEQ's, so everybody seems to be pretty even out here, but it looks like matmicback is getting the edge on xHighTech at this point. xDarkFight's, I don't know, teasing him. Alright, xHighTech comes in with a Sunderer, but okay, so what happened there? An extremely common 2v2 tactic is for a Fire and Shadow player. The Fire player spawns a Sunderer, the Shadow player immediately life-weaves it. So what happened was that xHighTech was saving up his power to go for a Sunderer rush, and he was going to spawn it, and then have xDarkFight buff the Sunderer, and the Sunderer is going to take this down. But this Fire player was watching, because matmicback was probably saying, hey, he's about waiting to put a Sunderer on me, erupt it as soon as it comes. So xHighTech spawned the Sunderer, and LinEQ erupted it before xDarkFight was able to buff it, and so this Sunderer is going to die. So that was a critical play by LinEQ. And now matmicback has a large tier 1 advantage over xDarkFight, or over xHighTech. xDarkFight here is getting a little bit of advantage over LinEQ because LinEQ spent that 75 power. Alright, we've got lots of units. I think xHighTech can hold. It's just not super pleasant for him, and matmicback can maybe take some wells before xHighTech can. But I don't think this rush is going to pan out. Alright, xDarkFight's coming over here. His frenzy is forsaken. I'm not entirely sure why. And by the way, everybody is welling up here. Everybody's welling up, except xHighTech, because xHighTech has to defend because he's he messed up a little bit in the opening. Or I don't know if you can say he messed up, but you know, the Sunderer it didn't work. xHighTech takes another well. xDarkFight goes tier 2, hoping that a tier 2 rush will help us out. I'm not sure why xHighTech let these units get down to such low health, or why exactly he's keeping them, but I'm sure he has his reasons. This tier 2 coming. LinEQ is also going tier 2 Pure Fire, and LinEQ is Pure Shadow, by the way. Alright, the Sunderer comes. This time it's Life Woven to prevent the nasty. Very good body blocking by matmicback. This is one of the reasons why usually you wait to spawn the Sunderer until up close, because this body blocking is, this life weaving is basically wasted. Okay, but everybody comes over here to join in on the fighting, and no, the Sunderer doesn't make it. xHighTech is still a well down from everybody else. This is maybe recoverable. Incidentally, when I played this map with my partners, Darkfighters fighting here. This I don't think will go anywhere. It might though. But incidentally, when I fight this map, usually my partner and I don't take all 3 wells here if we can help it, because that way we can achieve, our partners can achieve ground presence here and help us defend. None of these players are trying for that, it looks like. We've got fire dancers coming over here. This guy's probably gonna nasty, maybe? Or just frenzy? Yeah, looks like he's just gonna frenzy. Ooh, this wall did drop. So, this wall did drop, but now Darkfight's gonna have to deal with the fire dancers, and in return, the fire dancer wall dropped back. xHighTech is now even on walls with everybody else, but matmicback and xHighTech need to go tier 2. Incidentally, I want to point out what happened. So, Darkfight realized that xHighTech is having a little bit of trouble because he wasted this power with the Sunder. So, Darkfight, instead of rushing LinEQ, who's also tier 2, Darkfight hit matmicback's well to give matmicback trouble. So, as he gives matmicback trouble, then LinEQ comes over here and gives Darkfight trouble. So it's a sort of like triangulation attack, but basically what Darkfight chose to do was to risk his own well to knock out one of xHighTech's opponent's wells to give xHighTech a little bit more of a chance after how that tier 1 went. So far the strategy seems to be going alright. xHighTech is still a little bit behind everybody else. He needs to tier 2, and he's doing so. But while he's doing so, matmicback is coming with an attack here. We've got a little bit of fun stuff going on over here, but mostly it's quiet. I think xHighTech spawned some more for a second. Alright, there's a Mountaineer. This is going to be a little difficult for xHighTech to deal with, especially on tier 1. I have faith in him. xHighTech's a very good player. And Darkfight is ready for Harvester. So, at this point, xHighTech can sort of... the one thing they can do is to sort of have a race. And xHighTech can just ignore his own defense and spell help Darkfight. Ooh, that was a beautiful netherwork to escape the freeze. Beautiful. But xHighTech is choosing to defend, and that's a good choice, I think. LinEQ is going tier 3. We see an Hour of Corruption and a Lava Field which kills the Harvester. So that Harvester, 300 power, took out one well. We have a freeze. xHighTech's doing alright. He's coming back from his slight tier 1 blunders. And xHighTech is now attacking LinEQ with Burrowers and trying to rush him because LinEQ went tier 3. Darkfight has spawned another Harvester. And meanwhile, xHighTech is still defending these Mountaineers. matmicback is not microing these very well. Not at all. So matmicback is probably concentrating somewhere else. There's lots of stuff going on. LinEQ's got a Giant Slayer. You should erupt this. There we go. Good eruption. We have further attacks going on over here. And meanwhile, xHighTech launches his own attack over here. Nightcrawler is going to do high damage to the Scythe Fiends. I'm expecting... There we go. There's an oink. I think the oink was maybe a little premature. But there's lots of stuff going on. There's a Giant Slayer that'll do strong damage to these units. The oink would be much stronger on the Giant Slayer, I think. Juggernaut and Hour of Corruption, he escapes. Looks like he was rooted and then disenchanted. And we've also got this Mountaineer that died. There's still some attacking going over here. Looks like this wall dropped. The Jugger... Ooh, okay, there we go. Great netherwork defense. Yes, so for pure Shadow players, Nether Warp is a very essential card in your deck, both for healing your units and for defense. And I've seen another Rup will take care of this. Okay, very good. Skyfire Shot does it. I've seen pure Shadow players actually take both Nether Warps. One slows you down and one heals you. So, Root and Aura of Corruption. But the one that slows you down, they use for CC on enemies. This is going to be annoying if that Juggernaut stampedes. Ooh, Corpse Explosion, very good. Oh, okay, very good, very good. This Harvester over here also died to the Aura of Corruptions. Aura of Corruption is a very strong card in 2v2 because, you know, it kills so much. Ooh, Darkfight is launching a powerful attack over here, and he's splitting up his attack as well. Looks like xHighTech lost a well, but everybody's still tier 2 except LinEQ. This attack is petered out. We've got lots of M units, beasts from xHighTech, swarming at a bunch of different places. It's hard to point out what players could do better because these players are all better than I am, and it's a 2v2, so lots of crazy things are going on. These players are not making a ton of mistakes. We've got okay, it dies. Aura of Corruption again. This is a theme. So one good thing about xHighTech and Darkfight staying tier 2 for so long against LinEQ is that LinEQ will likely start to run out of charges. Giant Slayers do not have a ton of charges, and Juggernauts also have 4. So I think that's 2 or I think 3 Juggernauts. Good Lava Fields. The Aura of Corruption was maybe redundant, but it was also, I think, a safe move. The problem with that Aura of Corruption is that now he can't use it over here. So an Unholy Power would do a lot here. Oink. Very good. And xHighTech is also, xHighTech is going tier 3. By the way, I didn't comment on this earlier. Giants that are doing nothing. I didn't comment on this earlier, but Eruption. Okay, it still dies. I didn't. So xHighTech and Darkfight looks like they're winning, which is weird. I mean, they're very good players, but the point is that there's no Frost Splash in Darkfight and xHighTech's tier 2, which is super unusual because Frost is very essential in 2v2s. There should be a heal here. xHighTech has healed, I think. There should be a heal here, yeah. Or Ravage. Ravage also. Ravage, I think, would have been better than a heal if he's not in danger. But it's very rare to see 2v2s without Frost Splashes because Glacier Shell and Kobold Trick are so important for 2v2 because your opponents can do nasty combos, and sometimes just repairing your walls is the only way to get around them. There's another dead Juggernaut. Looks like this Harvester's also going to die. I'm not sure exactly why he healed them, because there's no way this guy's going to live. We've got more attacking going on over here. xHighTech is tier 3 now, everybody's tier 3. Heal maybe is in order. No, okay, so he killed it with the Life Weaving. The Life Weaving killed his unit. It's a shame. Double Corpse Explosion. Almost got it. They should attack. xHighTech's chilling here. Darkfight's chilling here. Which means that there's some real attack that I'm missing, that I'm not paying attention to. LinEQ spawns a Spitfire. Looks like a nasty surprise from Dread Charger here. As I've said earlier, Spitfires are rare to see in 1v1s, but they're much more common in 2v2s, because you often have power to have 2 XL units. This died in an Aura of Corruption. This Harvester should walk this way, like don't walk through the Aura of Corruption. Look at that Lava Field. Yeah, Lava Field Eruption killed him. Because he just could have walked out a little bit. I think that was one of the bigger mistakes. Actually, that may have been the biggest mistake in this match. Maybe not, but that 300 power that Darkfight lost. Here's a Grigori. This is going to be hard for xHighTech to combat. Fire Nature does not have very good XL counters. Well, I mean they do, but Giant Slayers are not very good XL counters. Okay. We got Aura of Corruption. It was a little bit late. And we've got the Disenchanted Grigori. Brannock. Looks like this. Nope, it still falls. It still falls. But now xHighTech has a Brannock that's got low health. He should use his ability maybe and heal it. I don't know how much power xHighTech has. xHighTech's got plenty of power. So he's obviously concentrating somewhere else. These Giant Slayers are healing up. We've got an attack going on over here. LinEQ is going to take out Darkfight's monuments. These walls have all died. We've got a massive Tremor Rush. An Oink is probably in order here. And Brannock should kill Tremors and not worry about these guys. The Nether Warp to get away from the Tremor. And we've got Ice Barriers probably to prevent a Juggernaut. That's fun. Brannock should kill the Tremors. While that's going on, LinEQ stampeded this monument, it looks like. And then rebuilt it for some reason. Meanwhile, xHighTech is taking out these wells. The problem, I think, is that he's losing orbs while he's attacking wells. So he should probably, like, attack orbs. Alright, xHighTech quits, and Darkfight quits. So, there's a good example of why it's really rare to play without a Frost Splash in your deck. Just because, you know, sometimes Frost Splashes really save you, and, you know, 2v2 needs those saves. But it's still a very interesting replay, and I suspect that this was a sparring match or something that was not quite serious because there wasn't a Frost Splash. Maybe xHighTech and Darkfight were just so confident in their abilities that they wanted a 2v2 without a Frost Splash. I've done that before, but I did that when I wasn't very good. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this replay.